And let's give a warm welcome to the stage to Whitney Kays. Whitney, come on up.
Yeah, I'm not jumping up here.
Oh, wait, is it?
Okay, is that better? Okay, so the story that I'm about to tell you is absolutely true. Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye, line, dot, dot, everlasting cootie shot, or however all that goes. It was the summer of 2004, and my boyfriend David and I decided we were going to move to Florida. That year is pretty significant because it's also the year that several big-name hurricanes hit Florida. And in early August, we lived in the Clearwater, Tampa Bay area, and they were preparing for what they thought would be the mother of all hurricanes, Hurricane Charlie. Now, the projection of this hurricane was that it was going to hit Tampa Bay dead on, and this would be catastrophe. So the two 20-somethings from Kentucky decided we weren't going to die, and so we decided to make a fun weekend and visit our friend in Orlando, along with everybody else in Tampa Bay who decided to go to Orlando for the weekend. So it took us 3 hours to get there. When we got there, an interesting thing happened because the forecast of the hurricane changed. And guess where that asshole Charlie was headed? Orlando. So our fun weekend turned into the mother of all hurricane parties. So how many of you guys have been to a hurricane party? Yeah, right? So if you don't know what it is, this is when idiots in Florida board up their house, get a lot of friends and a lot of booze, and they just ride it out. So we show up and we meet our new 12 best friends who are going to be in this hurricane party with us. We walk into the house and we get our first drink, and I saw the most terrifying thing in my whole life. The entire back wall to the house was made of glass. Now, I don't know anything about hurricanes. This is my first one I'd ever been through. All I knew was what I saw in movies. Now, surely a house made of glass is not where you should be for a hurricane, right? But all the other Florida natives thought this was a great idea, and I wasn't about to be the loser who told them that their imminent death was coming. So I drank. About 2 hours in, this really strange thing happened, and I was sitting facing the glass wall, had my bourbon and Coke, because I'm a Kentucky girl, it's what you do, right? And I'm drinking, and the wind is blowing, there's leaves, the rain's coming down sideways, and a lone raccoon starts walking across the patio. And we're like, look at that raccoon. And the girls are like, isn't he so sweet? Oh my God, what's gonna happen to the raccoon? Right on cue, as if it heard us, the raccoon turned, walked up to the glass wall, and tapped its little trash panda fingers on the glass. Now, you would think this would be the point we would go, raccoons don't do that, probably has rabies, we should stay inside. But no, we decided that we and we alone were gonna save the whole neighborhood from this rabid raccoon. So we went outside to look for the raccoon. It was leaving and going across the street, across the field, away from us. Well, one of the girls in the group, I'm going to call her Karen, took an empty beer can and threw it at the raccoon. It turned around, growled, I swear to God, growled at us and took off for Karen. Mind you, there's a hurricane happening and the ground is wet and Karen fell and the raccoon leaped towards Karen. David grabbed a pitchfork. I don't know where the pitchfork came from. Grabbed a pitchfork, stabbed the raccoon in the foot, and it screamed. And we're all freaking out. You've killed the raccoon. Karen is saying, thank you so much for saving me. And somebody brings over a trash can. We get the raccoon in the trash can with the lid on and call animal control. Turns out, 30 minutes earlier, another neighbor had called animal control because the raccoon had bit her dog, who is now at the vet getting emergency treatment and had tested positive for rabies. So they were on their way anyway to get this raccoon. So David said, I'm not moving. So the animal control guy comes to use that noose thing, and they get the raccoon in the back of the pickup truck in one of the metal cages. Everybody goes inside. The animal control guy goes to the neighbor's house, fills out the paperwork. We go in and get the next round of drinks because we are hyped up. So then I decide I'm going to go back outside just to see what's happening. And I swear to God, I walk up to the truck. The metal cage was pried open from the inside, and the raccoon was gone. The animal control guy said he'd never seen it, and he swears it has rabies. And so he went off to go try to find this raccoon that was terrorizing the neighborhood, and we all went inside. That night, David and I slept in the hallway, away from the death wall, mind you. And to this day, nobody knows what happened to the raccoon. My guess is that it's still wandering in the swamps of Florida, looking for Karen and looking for revenge. Because if you can survive Hurricane Charlie, you can survive anything. Thank you.